Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, then thank you very much. See you after the intro, guys. Hello guys, how are we all doing then? So something a little bit different today. Obviously there's no bike, so I thought let's do a little bit of a comparison video. If you watched the I'm on a hunt video, I'll post a link here or here, wherever it comes up. You will know that obviously I went in that video and I went to try and acquire some kit, and I walked away and I was this close to buying a fully Gore-Tex suit, but I thought the wife would kill me. Well, she didn't kill me, and I did buy the suit. So obviously I just wanted to do a quick comparison video between the two, and see what the major differences are from going from a £400 suit, which I'm not knocking at all, you know. My RST Paragon 5 suit I've had for a couple of years, and there's only one downside to it, which obviously I'll go into in detail soon. But I ended up buying the Richa Cyclone Gore-Tex suit. If you've seen the last few videos, you will have seen me wearing it already and probably put two and two together and realised I'd brought it. So let's get on with the video and let's go through some things about it then. So in the video, what am I going to be talking about really then? Obviously on my laptop I've got the specs of both the jackets, and you know, is spending nearly double the amount on a suit really worth it? I'm going to go through the weights of the suit. I'm going to go through, obviously try and go through everything from the fitting of the suit on the person, the pros and the cons, and like I said, just the whole, is it worth paying the extra for? So let's start with the RST Paragon 5 jacket. Now this jacket here is the jacket itself, obviously priced from £134 to £299. Now obviously depending on where you get it from, this jacket is discontinued. They have brought out a new jacket, which is the Paragon 6. I believe everything is still the same. It's still Max Tex ballistic. It's still got the Sin Aqua waterproof lining. Now that was the biggest issue for me on why I wanted to change my jacket. Obviously it's not Gore-Tex, and without it being Gore-Tex, it does let water in. Now I've been caught out in the rain, light showers, there's no problem with it at all, but it does leak, especially on the seams in your arm, around these areas here. It is waterproof. I'd say it's water resistant to a certain extent, but if you're caught out in heavy rain, you are going to get wet. Well guys, so let's talk about the Richa Cyclone jacket. This jacket comes in at £449.98 up to £499.99. So what you're spending on the jacket itself is more than the whole of the RST jacket. Now, are you paying for the name? Are you paying for the Gore-Tex? Yes, you are. But as you'll see in a little bit, you'll also see why, as the fitting of the jacket and the trousers are just a lot more comfortable than the RST. So what happens? So a couple of facts about the jacket then. It has got a waterproof and a breathable Gore-Tex lining. It's not laminate, so in other words, the lining is inside the jacket, so the jacket will get wet, seep through, hit the Gore-Tex membrane, and not go through onto yourself. I have tested this. if you've seen the video of Day Out with Midlands Motorbikers, I'll leave a link here or here. At the end of that day it started to rain, and I travelled then up to Morecambe, up to my sister's house, and it was really, really bad. The weather was that bad I had to pull over and get out of it. The only thing that got wet on myself was my feet, and that's because the boots that I wear are not Gore-Tex boots, they're just waterproof boots, and they're the only things that let me down. So it's got D30 CE certified armour in it, but only to level 1. We'll go into that into more detail later. So as you can see, suits side by side. Obviously the RST one, obviously, like I said, I've had it a couple of years now. There is a couple bit of dirt marks on there. Please do excuse the state of the sofa. My dog is a very posh dog and has his own sofa. Right guys, let's check out the weight difference then. I did have some scales, but unfortunately they have broken. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. So I'm gonna pick both suits up. Obviously the RST feels straight away, it's got a bit of weight into it. I mean the Richa's, it's not much lighter, but you can definitely tell there is a difference in the weight. 100%. The whole Richa suit is a lot lighter. So we'll go into it a little bit more detail later. But so guys, as you can now see, I've got the RST jacket on and the trousers, and straight away it instantly just feels bulky. Now what I do love about this jacket is the fact of the practicality wise. I mean, it's got pockets galore. There's pockets everywhere on the jacket. So that, for myself, is a big bonus. And also, the level of protection you get from the jacket as standard. I've not improved the protection, it comes as standard with level 2 protection. That's elbows, shoulders and rear. And obviously knees and hips. So, obviously, the waterproofing was a big issue. I do apologise if you can hear the dog walking around. Obviously in these areas here, you'd feel the water. It might be the seams on the vents, but you would always get water leaking in through and via. My other issue with this jacket, obviously I took the neck skirt off, is when you sat on the bike, I'll just use the chair as a demonstration, is how it rides up. So instantly it's come off my shoulders now and it's come further up. So obviously with the helmet on, twisting your head, if you've got intercom systems or action cams attached on the side of the helmet, they do seem to catch. Other than that, as a first time jacket, I can't fault it. So obviously on the inside of the jacket, double zip, another pocket. You've got your thermal lining inside, which is obviously detachable. And then on the trousers themselves, as standard, it comes with the braces. Ow! Trousers again, I really like these trousers. The big point is around the boot. Now I've got TKC Baja, B-A-J-A, if that's how you pronounce it, boots. So they're quite a big boot around. The cuffs on these trousers are huge. You know, there is literally no issue with getting the trousers over the boots. again, obviously, pockets, hip protection level 2, knee protection level 2, and braces come as standard. And it's got a lot of adjustments around the waist. So well guys, so now you can see I've got the Richa suit on, and just instantly it just feels much more of a fitted suit. It feels a lot lighter and a lot more movable. So again, obviously, sitting down, it doesn't feel like it's been pushed up at all, just a tiny little bit at the back. But other than that, it doesn't feel like it's been pushed up at the sides or anything like that. So a little bit about this jacket then. The thing I feel that does let it down compared against the RST is pockets. You've got one pocket on each side. Nothing else on the outside or anything. You've got adjusters to pull it even tighter, but for me, especially long touring, you'd want to have just those extra few pockets, because obviously, yeah, you've got your wallet, the phone will probably be on the bike, keys, and also the pockets, yes, they're foldable, but there's no, I don't know if you can see that, but obviously they just fold and Velcro, so they don't feel very secure. For gloves, I do like this design. Simple, zip. You've not got to mess around with the Velcro. Once that's set, put your glove on, zip it down, done. We know there's a few Captain Faffs about, person behind the camera. So, again, what comes as standard? Again, this lets the jacket down. It comes with D30 armour protection, but only at level 1. So you can upgrade it to level 2, but at another cost. Elbows, shoulders and back again. On the inside of the jacket. Oh, there we go, we've got one pocket there. On the inside of the jacket, again, we've got our removable thermal liner. We do have 2 pockets that side and 1 pocket this side. Onto the trousers. These feel a lot tighter than the RST ones. They feel a lot more snug. Same again, you've got hip protection level 1, knee protection level 1. Again, you can upgrade it at your own expense to level 2. I think I probably will do this in the near future. Around the boot fitting on these trousers is a lot tighter. So to get the boots off this, it is a lot tighter. It's still doable, but compared to the RST ones where they just came straight over and straighten up, they feel a lot tighter. But that might stop draft. It might stop other things. All in all, a very comfortable fit. They just feel like normal trousers. They don't feel too big and bulky, and they feel very comfortable to wear. What don't I like about the Richa suit? There's a couple of things I don't like, but by no means does that outweigh the pros of the jacket. So the biggest thing is the additional extras that you can buy. With the RST, you don't need to buy any additional extras. You can if you want to, but it comes as standard with all your level 2 protection, whereas the Richa only comes with level 1. Also, the RST, if you like them, after using them, I don't think I'll go back to not using them, if that makes sense. But braces, I never thought I'd use them until I got them on the RST trousers, and they are really, really good. You know, they're there to serve a job, and they just make things more comfortable. Whereas on the Richa, they don't come as standard, but I believe for about £60 you can buy an attachment that zips onto the back of the trousers, and then you can have the braces on. But you're already spending a lot of money on a suit. Why should you have to buy the additional extras? Same as the protection. I believe that should come as standard as level 2, especially for the price that you're paying, but that's just my personal opinion. Well guys, now you've seen the suits on me, obviously I'll let you be yourselves as the judges of it. I know in my own personal opinion which I will go for. Obviously both suits are mine. There's no paid sponsorship or anything like that in this video. I brought both suits out of my own money, and I'm just doing a comparison video for my own sanity, really. So you've got your £400 maximum on the Paragon 5, which is discontinued. Yes, they've got the Paragon 6 out. I'm not sure on prices on that. Against the Richa Cyclone, which is £900 suit in total. Which would I go for? 100% I'd go for the Richa. It just feels a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more practical, minus pocket wise. But yeah, being on the bike and having both of them on the bike, 100% I'd go for the Richa. The RST, for anyone who is looking to get into motorcycling, 100%, I fully support it. They are amazing bits of kit, and obviously you only buy what you can afford to buy, and for a low amount of money, I mean, I'm talking £400 for a full suit. That is jacket and trousers, and that's the maximum. You'll be able to get them cheap. You will be able to get them cheaper. But yeah, for a first time buyer who's looking at getting a decent suit, 100% I'd go for the RST range. For someone who wants to get out there a little bit more, especially riding in all weathers, then no doubt in my mind I would suggest going for the Richa. The biggest selling point again was getting caught out in the rain where I had to pull over because I physically couldn't see, and like I said, the only thing that got wet was my feet, which is my own fault for not buying Gore-Tex boots. So thank you very much guys. Leave comments in the comments box down below. Tell me what you think, tell me what suits you wear, and yeah, thank you very much guys. Take it easy.